All right, so we had a client inquire about doing a tight soffit J with integrated built-in J trim with a closed range between the two of them. So it's a piece that I've personally never done before, but it can be a challenge to do on certain brands of brakes. So he wanted to see how we would do it on our brakes. So here's the quick video. So as you'll see here, so you'll have the soffit J here and the siding J here built in. So whenever you're bending a piece, what you want to do is write down all your distances and your measurements, and then add them all up to give you your overall length piece that you'll need. So in our instance here, we'll need 8 inches and 5/8. So we'll adjust the stoppers. They're set at 8 and 5/8 for the offset of the cutter. Flip that one down as well. Slide the piece of material in. Insert the piece in the brake. Rest it against the stoppers. Lock it in place, and now you have 8 and 5/8 in front. So we'll discard this piece. So now I have my piece to work with. First bend will be the 2-inch plus the 3/4 inch. So I need 2 and 3/4. So I'll relocate my measuring tools just outside of the piece because we'll be doing upwards and downwards bend. And from the middle of the brake, I can see my measurements. So 2 and 3/4, 2 and 3/4. Do a 90-degree. Now I'll flip the material over. The customer in this instance wants 1 inch. So I'll line myself up on the 1-inch distance. So 1 inch, 1 inch. And from the middle of the brake, again, I can see my measurement accurately. So I'll go the full 150-degree hem. Next measurement that I need is the face of the piece. So I need 2 inches. It's a little bit more awkward now because I have the angle, but I can't close up that lip first because it'll be interfering on the next future bend. So what I'm going to do now is the 2-inch bend. Flip that over like this. Now the next bend that I want to do is the 3/4 bend for the bottom of the soffit J. Slide that in, push that into my 3/4 inch mark, lock the brake, and as you can see here, everything is so close, so there's a little bit of interference, so that's why the order in which you're doing your bends and finishing them is kind of critical for this piece here. So now I'll go back to finishing the 150-degree bend. So finish my full crimp here. Next bend will be the 3/4 inch on the bottom pocket. So line myself up 3/4, 3/4. Make my bend. And then we got our last piece, our last bend, which is the back of the soffit J. The customer wants 5/8 here. So line up yourself on 5/8. You can, if you push it a little bit more, you'll get a 1/2 inch. Make your bend. And that's it. So sometimes you got to work with the order in which you make the bends to make the pieces that you need. So this is why this was a little bit unconventional. I had to think about it a little bit, but once you figure it out, you're good to go. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a shout. Thanks for your interest, and we look forward to assisting you with any bending challenges you might have.